Hi, welcome to the next edition of actually the last round of this series, playing the starter decks and migrate them to a completed list for Explorer. Today, we're going to be playing Outlaw Posse. So we're gonna get into the starter deck high level, just because you should have access to this deck already. So we'll get into the uncommons and uncommons upgrades version, and then we'll get into, of course, the rares next week. Then we will be getting into different kind of content. Make sure you sub for that, because I think it's going to be some of the best content for Pioneer, period. So hopefully it lives up to that remark. Let's dive into the deck list. Before we do, though, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so good future videos. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there together. Let's dive in. So, of course, the starter deck you do get some decent rares. You get Vladimir, you get Magda, you get Laughing Jasper Flint, and the Posse boss. So overall, I think this is actually one of the better decks that actually put rares in that stay with the theme of the deck. Just because you do kind of want Laughing Jasper Flint, and you kind of want Vladimir, right? And it does work quite well with committing crimes. Even getting something like Tiny Bones is kind of nice. So this deck does do a really good job of giving you good starter rares and mythics that actually impact and influence the strategy of this deck. Even something like Karavik down here also is pretty reasonable. So expect to keep these guys most likely throughout the entire series, including next week, because I'll probably end up adding some more Karaviks, a few more Laughing Jasper Flints and stuff like that. So actually, they're not that bad of cards. But overall, that's the starter deck. It's pretty easy, simplistic style thing. We're just committing crimes while casting a bunch of outlaws. Now, we move to the next version. Of course, we pick up some fatal pushes and go for the throat, some duresses. I kind of want a little bit more card advantage since we don't have the additional copies of Laughing Flint and Karavik. So I want a couple copies of Defaced Gallery. This also boosts up our aggression, so we can keep getting frisky and doing all the things we want to be doing. But at the same time, it also gives us the ability to basically impulse roll too. So that's kind of nice. And then we have a Mentor for a little bit extra card advantage. It is a Warlock. So we do have some of the lizards in the deck. We have a Warlock down here. Also commits crimes. And, Thoughtseize is okay. Even on turn 3. We have some Skin Ripper to help sack some creatures. This will help the Lava Tongue to be able to get Descend. So that's kind of nice as well. So overall, I think this actually is a pretty reasonable starting point. Of course, next week we're going to have a lot more Vladimirs and stuff like that. We have some freebooters, 2 main, 2 side. This is a nice card we could bring in against control and combo, where we can get rid of a non-creature non-land card. So basically, could be an Omniscience, could be whatever. Like I said, we do have Mentor for a little bit of card advantage. And then we have our Tiny Bone still. So overall, happy with this. We do get Foreboding Ruins and Razor Trap Gorge, which are our best 2 lands, plus some Field of Ruins. I think it's actually pretty good in the deck because it commits crimes as well as make sure we hit the exact basic we need. Sideboard, though, we have more discard effects, Freebooter, Go Blank, and some Duresses, so that way we can cut the Fatal Pushes and maybe go for the Throats for that. We have another Cut Down in case we really need to cut Duress for a little bit more target removal with the Anoint with Affliction, which is really good against the mouse, so it's kind of nice. We have a Lantern of the Lost plus Go Blink. Those are graveyard hate choices, so reasonable there. We have a Better Triumph as a way to hate on planeswalkers mainly and bigger creatures. Caught in the Crossfire for aggro, so we can maybe do 2 damage to most of their creatures while keeping our stuff alive. And Damping Sphere for Lotus Field. So that is our deck. Let's see if this deck has what it takes to compete in Pioneer. Lead off with a Gorge, say go. Now the reason we lead off with a Gorge is because later on we could possibly draw a Mountain, and we unlock that mode. Probably play Vile Smasher, say go. Torches it. That's fine. A Treacherous Blessing. Okay. Tiny Bones seems like the correct choice. Duress. Take Demonic Pact, say go. Yeah, I'm not really looking I bet he's going to play Trial. And then use the Disturbing Mirth first, I guess, yeah. To sack the Blessing, draw some cards. And then he's going to play the Trial. He sacked my Tiny Bones. So So this is most likely Doom Foretold, if I had to guess. We'd play a Mentor, say go. Thoughtseize, sure. Gets rid of my Warlock. Now, it is kind of awkward, though. We have a lot of cards in our deck that are standard legal. But I think that's okay. So Beseech, probably to get a Doom Foretold. Oh, it gets a face down card. Kill it. Yeah, there's the Doom Foretold. Play a land, say go. Just picks up a Yorion. And we get to draw. So we'll play a Mentor, say go. Not the greatest of draws. Demonic Pact. Gets frisky, we'll take it. Field. Smack. Aha! That was a profit. Get rid of Savini Triumph. Then the deck a little bit. Doesn't matter which one we get. Say go. So he probably has Harmless Offering. Yorion. Links the Pact. Okay. I suppose that's fine. You get to discard a card. Say go. I wonder if you can maybe fight the blue ley line. You can give that flash. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. At 4. Sure. Slaughter Games. Okay. So in this particular kind of matchup, maybe it's go blanks to rest, fatal push out. You could say freebooter's worth it a little bit. That seems to be it. And I'm going to cut all my removal. I think I just want to cut a go for the throat and a minor. I don't like that. So we'll go ahead and play a land, play it to rest. I don't know. Guess Nightmare? I'm not really worried about any of those cards, really. Play Vial Smasher, say go. And he has no removal. Now we get to top decks of Thoughtseize, really? I mean, yeah, all our cards are in standard. Okay, discard. I mean, in reality, I don't really care about any card in his hand. Maybe Beseech is the best card. Gotcha. Do we want to probably find a Thoughtseize or Duress here? Not Thoughtseize. We don't play Thoughtseize. Miner's fine. Cast it. Go. We did lose out on another Mentor, but that's okay. So the opponent's probably going to have to answer something. I don't think a Doom makes a Doom Foretold is going to do much. Treacherous Blessing, that's kind of just dead, right? Pop the white source, I guess. I should hit the red source, maybe. Get a Swamp. Now we have Descended. We can go ahead and play the Goblin. Smack. Now you have to discard a card. So that's okay. Even if he beseeches, what is he getting? Guess a Sweeper? Wrath for 4? Languish, maybe? Kai's Wrath. That's okay. We play Mentor. Duress. Get back a Minor. I guess get rid of a Doom Foretold. So now we're in a very good position, I think. He has to play the Doom Foretold. Otherwise, he just dies. And of course, we get rid of the Miner. It just comes back. Pop it there. Grab, I guess, a mountain. Hit ya. Play a mentor. So Doom Foretold down. And I mean, what do you have left? Yeah, kills himself with a Thoughtseize. Run it back. Duress. Take Blessing. Say go. Makes me discard something. I think I get rid of the Warlock. Play the land. Play a Magda. Say go. Now this will probably eat the Torch. Because it's not as scalable as I don't think there's a Fatal Push. I mean, our next turn is probably just going to be a go blank. So he uses Fatal Push. Let's go ahead and carry that. I mean, Karavik. He gets sacked to Tiny Bones, but I think that's okay. Yeah. So now we should be able to get the go blank down and just kind of wreck him. So if you take this card's a non-land. Yeah. It's like he's kind of required to take the land because he can't really get to Yorion without a land. Vladimir, you take my beats. That's not helpful. So I go. Alright, he gets rid of a Mirth. Shoves, take it. We're at 12. Please give me a land. I mean, a non-land. Okay. Pass the turn. We go ahead and draws. Fable comes around. And a hopeful. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Doom Foretold. That seems like a bad attack. I mean, now because the Doom Foretold just goes away. That's not very helpful. Go. Asteroid is dead because he just does 4 to my face. Alright. 0-1, let's get into the next. Okay, a Swamp. And a Thoughtseize. What do you take in my opening hand here? So we're definitely going to lead off with a Gorge. Okay. Sapland, go. Castle Lockwane. Play a Vial. Smasher, go. Pushes it. Not sure if this is Mono Black Demons or if this is Waste Not. Spectre. That's an uncommon? I gotta build a deck around that on this channel. Play a Lava Tongue. Say go. I think that's the correct line. Mono Black Devotion. Yeah. A Fatal Push? Really? Up top of my library? Get out of here with that one. Yeah, that was pretty rough. And then play some Murderous Rider. Okay, that's a little bit interesting. Vladimir plus Freebooter. Yep. So probably a Shieldred this turn. Trying to get to him at this point where he could probably just cast a Lockwing. Take my beats. And the reason being is his mentor. Hit with a 1-2. Hey. Take a field. Pop the Nixos. Get a counter. Get a mountain. Pass the turn. I guess, why did I do that? He has not a Nixos. That seemed kind of pointless, actually. So I'm not sure what I could do here. Because I can't really block with the Murderous Rider. Shieldred is a free attack. I would definitely do it. I'm not going to trade a Vladimir or a Mentor for a Shieldred just to prevent 4 damage. Come on, bring the Shieldred. Seems like a wrong move, but okay. Like I said, that was a free attack. What? Is that nothing to block? I could double block, I would lose my entire board. A freaking Obliterator. Okay, that's a little something. Had to try to draw something. Rebooter. To grow the Vladimir. By tap lands they go. So he definitely could play the Ruins to get himself a red source if he actually cared about that. Now the issue here is he feeds the Sword, takes 2. I can't block the Friction Obliterator. And I obviously have to jump with the Mentor. Is that it? So I go to 1. I have 9 permanents. I could sack. I'd be down to 2 lands. Take it. So I have to kind of draw exactly a fatal. Go for the Throat. Wait, do I have? I have 1 Go for the Throat. A Fatal Push could do it. And a land. Okay, that sucked. So better Triumph to kill the big guy, the Obliterator. Besides that, he's more of a quote-unquote devotion deck. So I think that means Freebooter is probably statistically worse. For the most part, this isn't doing anything. This isn't doing anything. Damping Sphere can, but I don't really like it. Probably could just go with the Go Blank. It's safe, I guess. Trim 1 Fatal Push. I don't think I want more Duresses, but so run it like that. We play a Ruins. Say go. So we can leave up a Fatal Push, but not really worth it. Okay, another Ruins. Play the Lavaton. You. Play a Mentor. Smack. Draw 2. Jasper's so bad to miss here. I guess I'd rather have that in my graveyard. You don't have to go to exile regardless. Crap. Well, that sucks. So he's going to go drawing 3, huh? Probably a combo deck, right? Maybe the new Vampire Knight. Typically, this card only sees play in combo decks. I think it's correct to hit first. Try draw. Vial Smasher. Say go. So there's less creatures this time, it seems. I don't know what the change was, necessarily. There's Obliterator. Get rid of that. Go blank. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Should have just attacked. Use Mentor. Smack. You're at 3. Okay, I don't even need the tongue since I already have one mtga. So we got a land drop, I guess. Shield. So we take a little bit of damage here. Pop. Castle. I'm assuming I need, yeah, I mean, Descended probably doesn't matter. But I do want to do that so I can enable Fatal Push, Revolt. We just grab any land we want. Use Revolt. Smack. Win. Run it back. So they had a molt of 5. Go. So we're going to go ahead and try to get this Vladimir down. Attack with Vladimir, and then try to get Thought Stalker. So we don't have another black source. That's a little iffy. Urborg. That's actually kind of helpful. Not gonna lie. Another Etherboard. So that basically means our field's now tapped for black. Snipe there. I think I'm gonna do this second main. They go, because I don't really want to exile anything, I don't think. Shieldred. You just attack or you passing? Yeah, take the beats. Pop the Hive. Grab a dual land with a mountain. Kill the Shieldred. Smack you. We will play the field. Say go. So that's kind of nice. Next turn we can get rid of the castle. And he thought seizes me. I don't really know what's worth your time in my hand. For the most part, I've been using this Mentor for the card advantage. So as you could kill him. My dude. Okay. So he definitely does not want to. So I need 4 more counters on it. Not exactly close. That's kind of sad. So I think I need to get rid of the castle. Put a counter on it. So the castle's gone, right? So that does reduce his ability of... Pop. And nick those. I think we just say go. There's definitely an argument there I probably should have waited for next turn. So that way I can get a crime and get this Vladimir on. Take my beats. Probably a sweeper of some sort. Nope, just another ether board. So we go ahead and drop down 2 creatures. Ship it. We just need any way of triggering. I should have not used my field of ruin there. Should have waited. Make this have the 6th counter. The 4th counter, which would give it menace, which would be a lot harder to block. Gets frisky. Pretty daring. You must have a... He just keeps having ether boards. There we go. That's some triggers. Get frisky. Go digging. Get rid of 1 Etherborn. Play a miner. Tap lane. Go. So. Shieldred is okay. Gets frisky more. Smack here. Go digging. Tiny bones. Go blank. Does that go? Alright, we might be able to pick up a match here. See, like, we're even getting match, maybe potentially a match win with the deck before the rares are in the mythics are shoved in here. So that's a pretty good position to be. So this definitely blocks here. And sure. Block and block. Everything dies. Smack. For the win. 1 and 1. Let's get into the next. Tap land. Go. So plays a Cliffs. And a Thoughtseize, of course. What are you taking here? The Not Stalker Warlock? Or taking Vadmir. This is probably one of the first cards you want to cut for Thoughtseize, actually Thoughtseize. Makes a lot more sense. Or maybe even you would cut the Kite Sail freebooters for some number of Thoughtseizes. And actually, freebooter probably end up being trimmed for the New Blood. Because like I said, you just kind of want to drop your curve. Alright. We got nothing going on. We'll just let it and say go. Now, this means our stuff is a little bit bigger when it attacks, which helps. Since our creatures are not necessarily the biggest, right? I would say they're at rate. Or slightly worse. Play a Vial. Say go. Better known as the alternative harvester. They have very similar. So this one commits crimes. This one also, I guess, commits crimes. Either way, it's a win. So I don't know what his plans are here. You gonna take out my Vial? I mean, you can't really answer enchantments, right? I guess you do play some enchantment removal in black for some reason. Black gets it. Okay, so that's a blocker. I think I just shove in there. Ask questions later. Torch. That happens. Play a Warlock. Make you discard a card. Say you. So, I mean, honestly, this technically is better than the 3-drop raid guy, because it just does the same thing. Except for this has more upside, right? So, it can be... For one, it has Menace, right? So that's definitely an upside. And 2, I mean, it turns into a Thoughtseize. On X. So we hit you for 3. Play a Warlock. Do I take the... I think I take the Blade. He doesn't have a Mutable yet. So he has no way of actually currently getting a Demon. So I think at this point he's probably going to duress me to go for the Throat, which gives that 6/6 Demon a full shot at doing what it wants to. I'm definitely blocking one of these this time. The Little Lizard did his job. Plays a Fable. So we draw a land. Interesting. Say go? I don't really think I want to pay into that. I could. That would give me top 2 cards for next turn. Not sure if that's worth it. He got rid of the duress, so he's not really worried about my go for the throat. I mean, I get he definitely wants lands, right? So he can make sure he can get to 5 mana to get the 6/6 Demon, but wouldn't you want to get rid of my go for the throat? Opponent's thinking pretty hard about this one. Do you get frisky with both? Does. Trade with the Harvester. So that was a net positive for me if this resolves. That way his Fable doesn't flip and start making copies of the Harvester. So we're at 6. It's not a high life total, though. Another Fable. And a Mutavault. You turn it on. That is the question. That's probably not what you want to do. Get rid of it. Unlock. Alright, play another gallery. Get frisky. I don't have a choice. It's not really, can't really block. So if he has any demon, he wins. But then again, he's just gonna block. That's fine. I mean, my biggest fear was going to be him untapping, attack for 4, play a demon, win. But he didn't go that route. So we have a shot still. We still have a shot. I mean, because I could easily get this minor back. So I'm happy that occurred. So now I'm at 4. I think opponent punted. There's no way he didn't punt, right? Do you not have a demon? You could have paid for the 6/6 demon. Yeah, he definitely punted. He should not have blocked, attack for 4. I would be at 0. I have to kill that. That's fine. I have to pray for a fatal push. Alright, so we're just dead now. So against this kind of... So against Rakdos demons, freebooters probably have too much of a liability. Probably just better off just doing duresses. Maybe go blanks. Trim a thought seat, I have fatal push. And I also like to trim what? Studio's not bad. Skin Ripper? Run it like that. No, I can't cut that many Skin Rippers. So run it like this. So we play Ruins. Duress. So much removal. How do I want him to play his turn? Take the torch, I guess. I just don't know. I mean, he just has removal dot hand. Yeah, Botzies. What are you taking? I mean, Tongue should not probably be the choice. Probably should be the Warlock. At least the Warlock has an ETB that actually does something. The Tongue doesn't do anything. Yep. Okay. I guess maybe he just really want to get this FOMO down. And that would hit this resolving would require him probably to answer it. Yeah, that's probably why he did that. Even though I think the little lizard is probably a better choice. Go ahead and bait a removal spell. There you go. So see if he drew his 3rd land. He very well could use a removal here. Pushes. Yeah. Mutavault. FOMO. Take my beads. Play the Stalker. Discard a card. Play a Gorge. Say go. Are you just going to anoint this? I mean, that could be a possibility. Anoint. I don't know if you want to play a land or not. I mean, I'm taking my beads. I can't really block. A Harvester. You're going to crack the blood. Another land, huh? That ain't going to work. We'll just pass. We will offer a trade for the Harvester. But I don't think he's going to take that. He's probably just going to anoint it. Attack for... Actually... He has an instant sorcery in the yard and a land. So... He wants to FOMO. Should probably just turn on a Mutavault at this attack. Yeah, so... We're taking, what? 10 points of damage? Because 4, 4, 2? We need a non-land card. Even then, it's going to have to be something spectacular. That's a land. Okay. So 1 and 2. Let's get into the wrap-up. So what do we learn this week about this deck overall? We went 1 and 2 with not a bad record at all. Except it definitely does help the fact that our rares and mythics actually all made it to the final cut. Most other decks that we've played so far, the rares and the mythics just don't really advance the game plan all that much. Even just like the few, I think the last deck we did, last 2 days ago, I believe, the Cats deck. There's so many rares in there that are just not cats. And so you're just kind of like, okay, I gotta cut these rares This one, on the other hand, all the rares are outlaws, and they all function together. I guess the one that's not really an outlaw is Magda. It's a berserker, but still, everything else in the deck, like Laughing Jasper, Karavik, so all these rares just happen to work together. Tiny Bones is an outlaw, so like there's actually a cohesion here, unlike a lot of the other decks that we've featured on this channel, which allowed us to coherently get a one-match win. Now, next week, like I said, is the final week for this series cycle. So we're going to be playing the rares with this deck, of course, with the humans deck, and also yesterday cats. So that's going to close it out, and then we're going to get into three new deck series. One of which is around Pioneer. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to start with the most played decks, or the meta decks, go all the way down, and of course hit some new ones as they come up throughout the course of the lifespan of the series. And we're just going to play every deck, and you're going to be able to see how the deck plays and all that jazz. And the other one, I'm going to take a standard top one, tier 1 meta deck and start porting them over to Pioneer, see if they have what it takes to affect Pioneer. And then last but not least, we'll be doing some budgets. So subscribe for all that, and I'll talk to you guys next time.